Hey everyone, so I thought I'd show you my makeup routine that I did in Japan. So let's start by getting rid of my hair from my face so that you can see all the impurities that I currently have. I'm suffering from scarring. Anyway, let's start with spraying ourselves with aloe vera. It's from Republic, and wait for that to sip in a bit. I'll be back. Okay, so now that the aloe vera has sipped in, let's start with our base. I use the Revlon Colorstay. Can you see that? In Sand Beige, and it's for combination and oily. So I use 2 pumps, and I just use my hands. I don't use brush so that it's easier. I feel like it's actually easier to blend in than with brushes because the product gets in the brush and it usually just stays there. So when I wash my brush, I feel like there's a lot more foundation in there than the ones I've put on my face. So I usually use Glossier for everyday makeup or like for events here in Cebu because I like minimal makeup. I like almost or barely there kind of makeup. But then I know that I'd be photographed, or I want to be photographed a lot for Japan, and so I want something that would actually photograph beautifully, and I know Revlon does that, or at least this one, the Colorstay. It's actually my first foundation ever when I started getting into makeup. And at that time it didn't have a pump yet, but now it does, so great improvement. So the kind of makeup that I want, or the palette that I like, is very minimal and light and bright, very springy, more on pinks, less browns, no smoky at all, obviously, very natural, or at least looks like natural. And then when traveling, I always opt for lash extensions. So I got mine from Kyrie before my trip because it saves time. I have really short lashes, and even though I curl them, you can't see them at all, and it doesn't. I like the effect with lashes that it brightens your face, it brightens your eyes, it widens your eyes. So after my foundation, I put on my Glossier birthday balm on my lips, just to prep my lips from drying, because I only brought Sunnies matte lipstick, and matte lipstick with cold weather isn't good. No matter how nourishing or something your lipstick will be, whatever matte lipstick that is, pair it with cold weather and it's not gonna work, or at least for my lips, because I already have dry lips anyway. So it's just gonna stay there for the rest of my routine until we get to lipstick. So after putting on my lip balm, I'll do my brows, and I use Eyelure X Fleur de Force. She's a British vlogger. I'm not sure if you know her or familiar with her, but she is a beauty vlogger, and a British beauty vlogger, and I bought this in the UK. It already has a dark pencil and a light one, which is very convenient. So I start with the dark tone and I do the tips and define the curves and make it pointy and lightly like shade in the middle. And I do that until the, what's this, 3/4 in of the brow. I already have thick brows, so I just make sure I have it threaded regularly. So I don't need so much brow product. I just need to define my brows. So that's the darker tone. Let's move on to the other side. So again, I stop at 3/4 in, or like 2/3, and switch to the lighter tone and start using that with the inner bit. So that's my brow sorted. Not really. I usually blend here just so it wouldn't look so drawn in, if you know what I mean. So that's my brows, and because I have thick brows, I use a Glossier Boy Brow. It's in clear color. It actually is white, but it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about that. Because I have thick brows, it usually goes down and becomes unruly, so I just make sure they stay in place with Boy Brow. So I'm just gonna brush up and down, following the natural curve of my brows, but also lifting the ones that is like going down too much. This strands that goes down too much. And yeah, that's my brow sorted. So for my eyes, I use a Real Technique brush. It looks like this. It looks like this, or any fluffy brush really. And then I actually use my blush. This is a Milani powder blush. I tap tap. And because I have hooded eyes, I don't really care anymore about the inner lids. I just use the outer corner because you're not gonna see it anyway. And that's why I actually I always opt for lash extensions, because it really defines my eyes, it brightens my eyes. And when you're traveling, it hits 2 stones already. What? 2 birds with 1 stone. It hits 2 stones. It hurts 2 birds with 1 stone already, because I don't need to do my eyeliner already, since I already have lash extensions and it usually looks like I have eyeliner. Besides, the purpose of eyeliner is to make your lashes look thicker. So when you have lash extensions, you don't need to anymore. So I'm gonna just color the eye socket area, this bit here. And blend, blend, blend. It looks weird on camera. It looks too dark on camera, but it's not here. It's okay, we're just gonna blend it later. So that's the right eye. Let's do that on our left. So I stopped just at the 2/3 of my eye as well. I'm not gonna bring it in towards my inner corner. So that even if I open my eyes that much, you can still see the color. So I don't really need to put color here. So with a clean fluffy brush, let's blend that just so it doesn't look too harsh. And that's it. After using the same blush, again being efficient, so now you don't have to pack all your eyeshadows just for your travel. You can just pack your blush and then use it on your eyes, use it on your cheeks. We'll use it again for my cheeks, just on the apples. So it's a very springy look, very pink. So that's my eyes and my blush sorted. So after that, we're gonna powder our face. But where's my brush? I use L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-hour powder, and with my Real Techniques brush, sculpting brush, just gonna dab it in first underneath my eyes and then swiping around my face, my chin. So I usually don't put bronzer or contour because I don't want to. But if I do like put my hair at the back or pull my hair at the back with my hairstyle or whatever, it depends on my hairstyle. If my face is like out there, then I put bronzer just so I can define the cheekbones a little bit more. I use a Bourjois chocolate bronzing powder. It smells like chocolate too, and for someone who doesn't eat chocolate, I actually like this a lot. So we're just gonna lightly brush us. You know that area where your jaw and your cheekbones connect, this bit here? So that's where we're gonna put that, and up towards your patilla. And then around your forehead too, because right now it looks too white. I think I bought the wrong shade for Revlon, or not. Looks okay, right? And then last on the agenda, I bought 2 Fluffmates by Sunnies on my trip, but I usually use Milkshake, so let's use that now. I don't take off the balm, or I just lightly dab it in a piece of cotton just so the sheen goes away, and then I put the Milkshake on top of the balm. And that's it. And that's me finished. Very easy. So what you do is you just have your extensions, have your gel nails on, so that you don't need to worry about these things during your trip, especially when you have early call time and you don't have time to fix your face, and you have to have time to fix all of your hair, especially when you have thick hair like me. And that's it. My spring makeup sorted.